all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad.
What up, Buzz fan? We back on the Beers Bars video. I'm Casey.
This is Court.
Joyner Lucas coming to crazy. Buzz fan, I think maybe a few years ago. When did this come out? I might have heard this a few years ago. 7 years ago.
I have not.
Court hasn't heard this. I might have heard this a few years back. Maybe. I don't know. The intro kind of sounds familiar. I don't remember it. But he coming in pretty crazy. And if I didn't ever hear Joyner Lucas's voice before, I'd be like, whoa.
I'm like, whoa, homie. Let's go ahead and stop that right there.
So put a pin in this. But if y'all new here, welcome to the Buzz fam.
Yep.
Let's do it.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm like not cool, but I'm saying like that is true. That is true. Hey, I mean, it must be the like the really good stuff that I have here right now.
Yeah.
But that is like so true. You know, you got to have that pass. I mean, like it just is what it is, man. Like, you got to have the pass. If you don't have the pass, then
I will say that I'm not a huge fan of the word because of that.
Not either.
I'm not a fan of how it got created. I'm also not a fan of how it's currently used today and how it divides people.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It is a divide. And yeah. And then there is some, I guess, like some history behind how it all started, though,
Indeed.
It was, well, just like how we heard on Dot's album, though, how it was, Negus, which was supposed to be, royalty and stuff like that. And like it was like an African term, but then the westernized, people kind of like turned it into like what it was. And then, we took the ER off of it, So
the hard R.
Yeah.
As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. We'll pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son.
Whoa.
And I don't mean just
whoa. Now I'll tell you this though, like dude, that's some stereotypism like a mofo right there. I mean, like I know how stuff was back in the. I'm like I know how some things were back in the day. Like I remember just kind of like growing up though. Like there was like a lot of dead beats around and stuff like that. Like it was. Though.
That's super stereotype, but so is the. Well, I mean, like the whole like y'all are like wanting like reparations and all this shit for like people being slaves and this and that. Like so.
Yeah. And like you wasn't, one back then or whatever. So why you think?
Why are you trying to claim anything today? Yeah.
Black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals?
Whoa.
You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face.
Damn.
Whoa. And it is, what, dude? Like there is like some extreme, contradictions in that too as well, though, because like it has been talked about, though, like it's like, I mean, you know what though, man? But it's just like, hey, some are, like about, getting that poverty, stuff just like reduced or whatever, though. You know what I mean? But it's just like, like there are some people, and it's just like I think it's like that, like in all cultures and stuff like that. Like they do have, just kind of just like I guess like you could say with like the bad seeds or whatever, or just the ones who aren't going to get up and like do things for themselves, man. But I think that's, with every, ethnic background too. Though.
Right. Like I think that like the big takeaway right there is like he's coming at this from an extremist
yeah, and like an extremist mindset. Yeah,
right. Like
yeah,
where like everybody is like that.
mm-hmm.
Everybody is lazy.
Yeah,
and all this kind of
so
thing.
it's just like,
or the majority even.
Yeah,
when it's clearly the minority.
So it's just like them kind of just, it's kind of like a outside looking in type of view and everything, though, and that's what I'm looking at this as right here, because of course, we have, like of course, like from the outside looking in, like we, like of course, like view the KKK as like what they are and stuff like that, you know, but like maybe we may not know like what's behind it all, too.
I don't know about the KKK.
But still, no. But I know that they like raising motherfuckers. They're raising motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald.
Oh my God.
Oh.
This fool just
you pray for change, but can't break a dollar. Wow.
You could pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud.
Wow. So, okay, I'm interesting twist on that right there. Interesting twist. Because I don't think, you know what? Too, talking to some, different ethnic, backgrounds and stuff like that, man. No, I don't think that all people are racist or whatever, though, I just think that, there's people that see everything for like what it is, like through all the BS, through all of the excuses of why somebody's down or why somebody's up or something like that, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I also think that
kind of like calling it like it is.
As our culture right now, like the way things have been going, I think that we use the word racist way too liberally because like the literal definition of that is like you hate everyone of that race, right? There's no pass.
Yeah. There ain't no pass. I mean, so like it would not be no pass for, the sister's boyfriend being black or whatever. It's like, nah, you ain't bringing, that person to the house though,
Exactly. Now you might be prejudiced, right? Like, and have like some sort of like feelings about the majority of a race, but you're not necessarily racist, but you might have racist tendencies.
Yeah.
Right?
Racial tendencies.
Which is also not great, obviously. No, and being prejudiced also isn't good. Let's be clear.
Not at all. Not at all.
But we do use in our like culture the word racist a little too freely. Because when I think of a racist, I think of somebody like Hitler, where they're literally gassing every single person of a certain class, or race or class or whatever, right? That, in my mind, is like racism. And we got to be careful when we start using extremes because, like, when you classify somebody, right, as that, you put them in a category with like a Hitler, which the world went to war over.
Yeah, man. I think that there's like a lot of stereotyping. I think.
Right.
I think that's
a lot of stereotyping
like more than anything. I think though, it's like a lot of that. It's like a lot of, I mean, like maybe not race. Okay, well, like maybe not racism to that extent. I think like racial profiling. I think
you could definitely profile,
and and just like a lot of different stereotypings. That's going on. That's what I think. It's like a lot of that though.
Yeah, I agree.
Baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lie, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet. And that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the men.
Whoa, okay. Now we way in the stereotype category at this point. Like, that's like the same argument that people made like back in the day when I was a kid playing James Bond. Is like, oh, you're gonna be a school shooter because you play shooting games and like that kind of shit, right? Like, it's rotting your brain. You're gonna do this and that. Like, not everybody who plays a shooting game when they're a kid gonna be a school. Like, that's just wild. Like,
man.
People take these things to absolute extremes.
Yeah, like the whole thing about Pac and stuff like that. Like, you worship, it's like, nah, come on. Yeah.
your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga.
Whoa.
I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this.
Whoa.
Oh. Wow.
That's just, yeah. That too divisive.
Go stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you want to be so famous.
See, now you crossing the line, my man. you like way out there. Like,
wow.
Jesus.
Do anything for attention.
But now, this makes me wonder though, if Joyner, like, when Joyner was writing this, like, he had to have like, first of all, I'm real surprised that this dude would even pretend to be saying this
It takes
stuff.
a lot, you know.
To pretend to say that stuff. He's super brave. But like Joyner, like, I feel like he must think that a lot of people that were supporting Trump back in, what was it, 2016 or whatever, whenever this came out, thought this way and thought they weren't racist, but thought this same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
So now we're going to switch sides.
Okay.
So
there we go.
I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends.
Ooh. Whoa. Deep.
It is deep. But see, the way, like, this goes back into the stereotype.
It's
as
a double
well,
standard, you know,
right?
yeah.
It's definitely a double standard, but then also the way he starts it. He says, with all due disrespect.
Yeah.
Right?
I never liked you.
I never liked you anyway. Like,
yeah.
So he's coming at it from a place of like, I hate you.
Yeah, man. And, you know, when also to like, I'm thinking about it though, you know, just like how KKK, Aryan race, you know, like Aryan Nation, you know, like they're raised to hate and stuff like that, right?
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, with some of the things that we've been through though, you know, it's like from that right there, it's just like passed down to kids like, hey, listen, I mean, because of like what they went through, it's like, hey, look, like these people are evil, don't trust them, don't ever trust them or whatever. And so that's just sunk into their mind, you know, like just like, hey, like whatever, like this person's father or mom, like sunk into their mind, like, hey, like don't trust these people, like don't trust the blacks or whatever because blah, 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 blah. Or like, look at them, they're this, they're that, you know, so it's just, you know, it's like part of the mindset now. And it's like, that's how.
Well, and it's sad because, but the part of that is like big time sad, right? Because you have like people like Martin Luther King, right, who came out and wanted everybody to be equal based on like their merit and like the things that they do as an individual, and not based on the color of their skin. But this is showing, at least in like from like Joyner's perspective or like the way he's writing this, right, is that has not happened and it is not happening on either side, right? Like, because I don't like you because I think you're all racist, and you don't like me because you think I'm all lazy and I can't take in my kids and this and that, and like I'm a drain on society and this, like, and so like
Yeah, and I'm
neither
just trying to
side
use a system just to get me by
exactly
or whatever.
neither side is taking people at their end as an individual. They're taking people as a collective.
Yeah, so
which
it's
is
just
the
gonna
problem.
kind of just like agree to disagree, type of,
Yeah.
Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about.
And then just speak on that and everything too, So when you get, I know like a lot of that stuff was going on, back in the day,
Yep.
Until, things started to kind of change as far as, having the equal opportunity and stuff like that, and not, like, just judging you based off of your your skin color, or, your, like, if you're a man or a woman, or if you're, whatever, lesbian, gay, or whatever the hell, But like a lot of stuff was going on, back then though, and like, and like maybe like some people still have to deal with that right there too as well. And it's just like, like you may get people like trying to go out there and make it, and it's just like when they're getting like beat down with nose every time, then, it's like, shit, hey, like listen, like I got to survive. I got to do what I got to do now, because I'm getting all of these rejections. I'm trying to do the right thing, but it's like, if I'm not given a chance, then I may take this other route, Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So
I can
so
see,
it is kind of.
I can see that to an extent, but I also like personally feel like you should always just like do like what you think. Like you're an individual, and nowadays at least you can make your own decision.
And that's true.
And like you can go out, like your history does not have to define you.
And that is very true. It does not have to. I'm just, man, I'm speaking from.
But I get what you're saying.
Like I'm a point to like where, like if there's like somebody that's like out there like right now, that is like no kidding trying to, get that opportunity,
100%.
get that or whatever though, and it's
but
like.
Don't quit trying.
I'm obviously like you don't quit. I'm obviously like you don't quit trying though, but I'm saying like in the meantime, like they're probably like, okay, like while I'm waiting on this, maybe I might have to like do like a little something that I really don't want to do, in order to, survive for now. However, like I do know that there are other hustles out there, obviously. Like there are other ways, so yeah.
I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
See, and I like that because that goes back to like what this dude was talking about, like saying, or like not him, I guess Joyner in like the white version, right? But when he's talking about like, you don't know about, or like all you guys do is listen to rap and this and that, and like it's toxic for your brain and this and this and this, and he doesn't understand the culture aspect of it, how it like brings people together and they're dancing together and they're having barbecues and they're having like family time and like this kind of like thing, right? Like, so it goes like both ways. Like neither side understands.
Yeah, that's true. You know what though? I'm touch on something about the police too, because I remember getting stopped because I was speeding and everything, right? Yeah, okay, I was out there doing that. Yeah, man. But what's crazy is just like, I mean, because of like things that happen, like I'm like it's like automatically embedded into my mind. I have to act a certain way. I have to act a certain way because I don't know, if this person is gonna kind of like profile me as, somebody of, what though, and it's just like when I see them coming up, hands just like right there, you know, on their weapon and everything like that, though. You know what I mean? And so it's just like crazy, you know, that I got to kind of like think, hey, I have to, you know, make sure that, hey, my hands is up here or whatever, just to make sure that they're seeing that I'm not trying to reach for a weapon or whatever because of this or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? And
I know what you're saying.
So like
and
it is kind of, you know, I'm some of that stuff, you know, that, you know, kind of just like with our culture, like we still do go through, even though I'm like, we try to avoid it at all costs. And even though like we're not like a certain, you know, like we don't look like gang members or whatever, but still, it's just still that type of, you know, I'm not fear, but just like that awareness that we got to live with because of stupid shit that happened with stupid individuals, you know, kind of.
Well, I totally agree with you. And I think that I think it is super like, I don't know the right word. It's discouraging that we still have that kind of stuff going on today. Right. But from my perspective, I think of it like, because I kind of feel the same way like you're talking about. If I get pulled over, I'm like, yep, ain't. Because I don't want there to be any like kind of like misunderstanding or anything to that extent, right? And at the same time, I think to myself, I'm like, you know what? This isn't a privilege that I have, right? Lots of people have different privileges, right? White people got white privilege, and black people have black privilege for like different things, right? Or women have different privilege, men have different privilege. Like everybody has a privilege and they're all different. You aren't going to have the same privileges as every other person in the world. Every single person is unique, I feel like. And so I understand that my day-to-day is different than your day-to-day.
Yeah.
That is different than my wife's day-to-day or whoever else's day-to-day. That doesn't make things right or wrong, right? But that at the same time, I understand that. And so I don't try to like take the world by the horns because I don't like the way it is. I understand that their stereotypes exist and some of them exist for a reason, right? And I don't want to be the person personally that wants to fight that just to prove a point.
Yeah. And of course, so, you know, but it's just like jacked up though, you know, that
it's jacked
some
up.
people
do
have to
twisted.
put up with a certain, I mean, because like when we're talking about, you know, like privilege from that point of view, that's like life and death privilege
100%.
right here.
Yeah,
so like, I mean, it ain't like, hey, you know what? Hey, you get this free coffee because of that. I'm like, it's, like, you know, like life and death privilege.
You get a free coffee. You know? I don't get twisted. I definitely don't agree with it in any way. Yeah. And I think that everybody should be treated equally in their individual, like what they're currently doing, how they're currently acting on their individual, like what is going on. But at the same time, I understand like people like are afraid or whatever in certain situations and they're going to act a certain kind of way. And so I don't want to put anybody like, especially in like this kind of situation.
I'm gonna say this though too though. Like I have like lots of people that I know that I'm like really cool with, that I've been like really cool with in the past though, you know, who are law enforcement though. Like I know a bunch, a ton, you know, obviously, you know, just like people, what we do. Yeah. But you know, and it's like I hear the stories, like I do hear all the stories and stuff like that. Like I hear it all though, you know. So it's just like I understand, you know, how, you know, like they're scared as fucking shit every fucking day. You know, like no matter what they do.
I don't care who
like
I'm
wondering,
up on.
okay, like when I like I'm kiss wifey and all them goodbye, am I coming home tonight? You know. You know, so I do understand all
Yep.
And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist.
Damn.
I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly.
Facts up with that stuff though. You know, yeah. I mean, like feds follow that family. I mean, like
100%
from like the start. Yeah.
He got way less privilege than most people.
Life way before he fucking died, nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now.
I don't get the relevance of that.
I don't know. I just think that he's saying, hey, you know what? This shit's all about to be over. So
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I was like, it rhymed well, but I don't get like how it plays into the story.
Yeah.
Us any day now, and now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes and we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist.
See, that's what I think is the important part of this message, right? It's like, we're not doing a good job of making of giving the other side grace.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So just like everybody, you know, just like I'm trade places or whatever and just, you know, just see what it's like really like though, you know, just to be in that other person's shoes.
Yep.
It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist, but there's two sides of every story and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
I got mad respect for this dude.
Yeah, man. This was,
That gotta be the most uncomfortable video to make ever.
Most uncomfortable. Wow. Damn. That was insane.
That was crazy. Yeah, Buzz fam. Like I said at the beginning, I think I heard this a long time ago, but I kind of forgot how inflammatory it was. Touches on a lot of sensitive topics.
Yes, yes, it does, definitely.
But yeah, like Joyner's over here saying we're all humans.
Yeah,
treat everybody like a human.
Yep. See you on that next.
Be good people.
Yeah, definitely, y'all. And also, people we got on Joyner too as well. See you on that next, y'all.
All right, guys. Peace.